Nishat Mills Limited, Nishat Dyeing and Finishing, which is part of Nishat Mills Limited, is basically apparel dye house equipped with the state-of-the-art equipment. We are here producing fabrics for men's bottom weights, trousers, men's, ladies, kids, but generally it's the casual and sportswear fabric producer. We cater with the customers all over the world, especially 100% of the fabric that we produce is for export. In our facility, what I can tell you about the facility is we are always investing into latest technologies, although we have latest equipment equipped with best technologies that are available. But at the same time, we are always endeavoring to invest into latest technologies where we can improve the quality of the fabric, we can make the fabric more sustainable, which is the most important thing these days. You have to make your process improve your process and make your product more sustainable. And at the same time, we look at the process improvements as well. So basically, what we are doing is we are continuously trying to achieve improvement in our process and technology so we can offer better product to our customer. I started working on this project basically, which was the improvement in the inspection process and cutting process. With TESTA, I think it was almost 2013 and 14. So we started looking at the system. It was a really new concept. I knew about the concept, but of course for Pakistan, we never had this we were doing everything manually. So there was a lot of automation involved in this process. So we had to look into it, do the thorough evaluation of the process. Then I decided to buy equipment, which was a prototype and installed in our system. And we ran it for almost 2 years. I think it was between 15 and 16 until 17. We ran it for 3 years. We looked at the system and understood how it works, how it performs, and then ultimately decided to buy this equipment in 2018. So basically, we bought 2 machines because we produce 5 million meters per month. So target was to cover all our production with 2 machines. Basically, the whole technology is moving from manual inspection to manual inspection, but what we are doing differently is we're doing the inspection and then cutting on the automatic cutting machine, which is SuperTestaRossa, automatically. So we are mapping the fabric, so we know where the faults are, and then after doing the mapping, you optimize the fabric and you cut, and then you can get the improvement, especially basically the improvement is to reduce your wastage. This first machine was installed in 2019, and then we had COVID, and then second machine was installed immediately after COVID. And it's been almost, I would say, 2.5 years or 3 years that both the machines are running. And I can tell you that we are able to save in our system because we had already very good tight control on our wastage. So with automatic cutting machine, we were able to save fabric anything closer to about 0.5 to 0.6% wastage. And now that where the ROI comes, which is return on investment, okay? Because whatever the wastages that you are saving, when you accumulate and financially evaluate it, okay, then this project justifies it. So what we have been able to do is with this wastage, we saved it enough money in a year that I can tell you that with 3 years in our project, we were able to cover our cost almost. By the end of this year, we will be covering all our project cost. So that is the basic crux, that with this project, you are able to save the money. When you're doing manual inspection, then of course you need more number of people to do the same job. So for example, in Nishat, we are doing almost 180 to 190,000 meters fabric to be inspected every day, which means I was engaging almost 21 to 22 inspection machines. And now, after having this system, we are able to do similar jobs, same number of, same amount of fabric that we have to do. We are able to do that on 11 machines. So with that, we are able to reduce our strength significantly. And if I were to give you a rough idea, I think we were able to save reduce our workers by 80 people. So which also, of course, in turn, when you calculate their salaries and overtime, that's also add to the ROI. Well, like I said, in our system, when we installed this machine, the payback, what we have calculated, we knew it was about 4 years, but we are able to do it in about 3.5 years. So I think by end of this year, we should be able to, because COVID period was little tricky. We were not operating at full capacity. So I think by end of 2023, we should be able to cover the costs. Well, for buyers, it's just an automation in our system, but I think more important is a wow factor, because now when they see the system running, the advantage, at least the satisfaction that they get is that they see the fabric is inspected, and then we are adding the labels automatically. So this gives them the confidence on the quality of the inspection that we are doing here, and the fabric that they are receiving is properly labeled. So far so good. I hope they are getting excellent quality. So I can tell you that we don't have any inspection problems. Hopefully it remains the same way. Challenging, I would say. I don't want to hide anything. There were few issues. Of course, when you're doing any new project, there are always issues, and sometimes there are difference of opinions. Okay, so yes, there were few, but at the end of the day, we solved our issues, and I think they're doing a good job. Well, this is a question which is really important, but what I would say is it depends for every unit. For example, it took me almost 3 years, 4 years to evaluate it. Although I knew it would be good, but to understand before I really decided to buy this system. And I would suggest that I think it can be beneficial, because at the end of the day, reducing the wastage is the most important factor for any factory. Any mill that is producing fabrics target to reduce your wastage, which is money straight away. Okay, so if you reduce your wastage, that's the money that you are saving, and you're adding to your profits. So it is very important for me to have this kind of system. Like, we decided to go for it, because even though apparently 0.5% or 0.6% wastage apparently may look nothing, but in my opinion, it makes all the difference. And I think it is very important that people should look into it. And I think if they find this system is useful and they can save the wastage, they should go for it.